Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pecheneg Nomadic Manichean series, which, again, I'm never really consistent on. What do we call this name of the series? And hence the reason why this series is officially called after when I've been recording it for weeks before the first episode was even posted. That I just decided, oh, simply call it Manichean Nomads. People will understand it. Even though they would think a name of the series like that, they would think I'd be playing as the Khanate of the Uyghurs. But no, go for Pecheneg, a little more Western. Except a little more challenging because, you know, you're the only one at this part of the world, at this part of the steppe where, at that time early on the series, as you saw, where we were the only Manicheans in that part of the world, even though there were no more numerous out east. But on the west, not so much, and it's full of Tengrists, with some Jewish, obviously, because the Khazars there, of the Bulanids. Especially Orthodox Christianity out there is going to be advancing soon. Out there. Yeah. So that's just a thought. And you know, I have not looked up the rest of the world since it's been like 8 or 9 episodes. I mean, I don't keep count very much. We haven't looked up that much part of the world. I mean, obviously we're very visible. It may look big as compared to other countries, but it's just steppe, all right? So we're not big in a sense. But just want to give you a good look of what that world looks like. Not to mention the first HIP series that I'm using without the Christian Immersion Pack. Otherwise, you would have seen a proliferation of those counties, including those of India down there. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, as I was just thinking of an idea. Oh, yes. We can't forget that this other part of the series, with Khan Konel, the son of the great Khan Sagai, the Yahura Mazda. I never had a child with my wife here. Never did. Because not only she was older than me, and a part of me is because I'm chaste. But even with many attempts, no child. But there is one. There is one now. And this is my newest son. This is Timir. It's a variation of Timur or Timur, depending on your pronunciation of that very famous Turkic name. I say famous because it depends on your perspective, either famous or infamous. If you're thinking of Tamerlane, who founded the Timurid dynasty, which the Timurids still exist today. Because I do fall, I mean, yeah, just a little fact from me in real life personally. I do have my real life social media accounts, which I will not give away here because I like to keep my real life separated from here. You know, the Lord Master character, you know, that whole double personality or whatnot. You know, one you're in character and the other in real life. I keep them separate. So I would never tell you almost any facets of my real life self, except for one thing. Regarding the Timurid of that context, over on the Twitter and the Instagram and the Facebook, I do follow the current living prince of the Mughals. So I forget his name, but yes, a descendant of the last Mughal emperor. He's still around. Lives as a citizen of India right now. He lives in Telangana. So yeah, that's just noteworthy. And he does acknowledge the heritage and all that, so he looks like a nice guy. But anyways, Timur here. Timir. He is born quick, not rather than, oh, wait a couple of years and see what he turns out. No, he's already quick. And you see this? He is a wolf child. There is something strange about this child. I don't know what it is, but I am going to raise him as my own. There is no mother, except we found it next to a wolf. when we found our cave, for those that saw it on the previous episode. Yeah. And our intention in the next episode is to start a war against Khazaria again. This time for Itil, even though it is kind of looted and volatile, migration, religious unrest, all that kind of chaos over there. But we want this land for ourselves because potential trade post here. So that way we can make some money rather than what it feels like barter economy over here. Huh. Good eye on that, as I remarked to the guy. Sorry, I'm texting. Okay. Now. Yes, I just dropped my phone on the desk like screw it. But no, it has a covering. Don't you worry about it. Anyways, so we are at full strength. We do have some little unused manpower, little reserve, but our population will be continuing to grow a little bit as we have recently decided we'll do. But look at this amount of prestige you must spend, and our max population will grow. Get more commander limit, which means you can have more sub-commanders to back us up whenever need be. And also, we now have a messenger system. There we go. So, technology spread rate, prestige, global movement speed, and global trade value in trade posts. So, it would be better if our capital was over here rather than living in this goddamn marsh. Plus, that area is marshland too. So, what are you going to do about it? You just love living in a swamp, do you? Rather than out in the steppe like real horse lords. But we're Manicheans, so one would think that our humble abode down in the swamp is just... it's where we humble ourselves. And some of the mightiest warriors came from there. One would think. And plus there's no combat benefits in fighting in marsh. Not even those, you know, marauders. The leadership trait from the warrior lodge, which, by the way, I'm gonna be here one of these days, slowly but surely. Yeah. So we'll start that war in just a moment. As a reminder, our heir is my half-brother. I mean, he will inherit everything whenever I pass away, but sometimes I wish that when this son grows up knowing there might be something special about him. But you may never know. But if I do live into my 50s, even though I kind of reduced my health living that ascetic lifestyle of all the fasting and whatnot, but once I become a hero, I like to switch away from the war focus and settle down on some theology. Try to live a life of a good Manichean and not be so cynical. That would be grand. And you're not going to get more land. 'Cause that land over there, I'm going to have that for myself. I do have the money to create that trade post and improving upon it. And so that way, we be rich. The clan, the Borutama clan, will be rich. Yay. So, let's get this over with. We're not here to humiliate, it's subordination. Little divided. Empty seat. So, remember, take this objective, take the capital, you win the war. But beware. They may be small, but they do have other tributaries which will definitely fight them off. So do not fret. I'm letting my brothers, Andy Ugarsturk, who's got gonorrhea, but mild case of gonorrhea, but he is strong, so he'll still stick around. And good, more reinforcements. I don't need to go into combat with you. I want to rest personally a little bit. Just go back them up. It's only 21. It's just 12 more days and then we'll take the capital and then get rid of their horde. We have taken the objective. It's kind of too late to build another camp fortifications. How do you spell iron? That's not how you spell iron, Lord Master. Again, I'm texting while playing this. Holy crud, where do they come from? I'm a bit concerned by my half-brother Timmy. Eating so much that it might be good for himself. Just today I saw him struggling simply to get on his horse. The beast didn't look too well after the ride either. I don't think that's any of my business. All you need to win is the decisive battle and the occupation. And so there you have it. And how long was that war? Because it feels like 3 months. 3 months. You got it. So Itil's been renamed Volga because Itil is the Khazarian name of the area, but when it's held by some other culture, it's going to be referred to as the Volga because of the Volga River here. Yeah. For as long as you serve under us well, you'll be fine. Through all subordination. Get back over here. Well, actually, no. You should remain here at this post because the potential revolt risk. And potential minor clans rising. Because of the clan land demand. Potential clans rising. What are you talking about? But also we gotta solve this issue here. Settle province, which is to change the culture to Pecheneg. 20% moral authority, and ours is higher than that, so that means there's a chance to convert this easily. I trusted us about report success from the clan. They'd like us to know more. So what I mean, we gotta have respect for everybody. Where is your clan located? Send them to there. Whenever we expand more territory, we'll form another clan. Or distribute it evenly. So let's just continue on, but slow it down a little. So I can try to text properly, because I can't concentrate. As much as I'd like to multitask, but you can't win it all. Let me guess. Embezzlement. Oh, that was easy. Volga is now Manichean. Good job. Remember, there's still other places that's yet to be converted. Coastal flooding, river flooding, my goodness. What kind of place have we come to? Again, I sent them there to remain at their posts. After years of careful planning, Timur Bodu Tomak has raised a large army of exiles, mercenaries, and hopefuls, declaring his intention to go off and carve a realm of his own. Well, good luck with that. So you've decided to leave the army, and then you want to go carve your own land. He wants to go to Cumania. 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 A 7,000 plus strong host to go up against. And he does have the money to hold down any steppe provinces. So that means he wants all of this. We can work together, perhaps. Interesting. So there they go. They have a mix of infantry, pikemen, archers. In fact, that's all infantry, no cavalry. Well, wish you all the best, I should just say. Oh god, the hairlip boy. Now that's the one that I would not like to see anywhere near that nomadic succession when he becomes an adult one day. Kozlisk. I know that place. Wait a minute, Romanov? Well, not the Romanov dynasty. But still, of all the randomly generated dynasty names of a Rus origin, Romanov. Wow. Yeah, Kozlisk. I remember I've done a... Quiet, Lord Master. Just collect your thoughts. In fact, go right over there. It's from an old game that I used to play called Project Reality. There's a map that's set in Kozlisk, which the terrain over there is forest, true to life. Back in those days, it was the land of the Mordvins and Uraliks. Rus culture had not spread to there yet. Also, what are you gonna do? Desmond? Oh, no, 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 no. You do not kill the good commander. You do not disparage the good goddamn name of Gudugu Khan. Gudugu, what? How do you pronounce his name again? I mean, he's in the army. Dogu Khan. Yeah, yeah. As I stated before, do not disparage the good goddamn name of him. Do not disparage the good Zurvan's name over him. Just got the money. By the way, is it finished yet? No. Alright. But beware. It's a large country out there. A lot of angry tribals. Stay there for long and they may assemble together and they will try to drive you out. Oh, sorry. It's just one of those days, alright? Today's a good day, alright? I typically record videos on the afternoons since I got up this morning. I just feel like I'm having a time of my life already. Despite, you know, what goes on these days in other parts of the world. 20 gold for now. All it takes is at least one more mission and a few more activities, and there you go. That's partly the reason why I am not leading the army, because I need to take part in more activities, and as well as more chances of you know, among other things. How are you, the heir to Tima's host? Oh, by the way, what's the progress of Tima in his conquest of Cumania? They call him the Vengeful. That's pretty scary. Timur the Vengeful. My wife okayed that she is captivated by the grace and strength of hunting birds, and begs me for a bird. Gotta keep looting for the rest of the money there. Surely even a spouse of the Khan must be allowed to enjoy the noble pastime falconry. Yeah, sure. Well, the falcons would serve you well. I suddenly remembered something extremely embarrassing I did years ago. Please, no. Why did I have to remember that? Yeah, story of my life. I had such moments when I think back about my childhood. Hey, before Lord Master, my old younger self, at times, I was a pretty dumb kid. Sometimes, but I was mostly good. I was a kind of slightly rebellious, but I was mostly obedient at that time. But hey, there's a little rebel in every child. Everybody lies, and the courtiers in Sorijuk are no exception. One of dared to speak up and tell me I'm too cynical, and not everybody lies. That I knew they all lied. After he told me that not everybody lies, I almost started laughing. I told him he could prove that I would start believing in mankind again. Could happen, right? Oh, thank God. Thanks, Zurvan. No longer cynical. Now, if I were to get rid of Shy, then I'd be happy. God dog it. That's not how you spell it, Lord Master. It's just like you're trying to spell the word furniture. Oh, not again with this. Whatever, when you're done loading, return to your posts immediately. Because there's trouble afoot. May want to be stationed in a row. And what's going on with Tima? Oh, he's about to win Cumania, and he's about to have a realm for itself, and we be neighbors. Well, I guess he's going to accomplish that goal soon. How many troops did he have left? He hardly lost any. Oh, thank goodness. No more migrant troubles here. Because sometimes they can cause trouble. Oh, look, major battle. Timur is winning. He's won Cumania. We're about to be neighbors with him. Yes, he did it. Oh, arm wrestling. Oh, that's my sister who challenges me. So again, many foreign warriors got on lodge tonight in order to celebrate a recent hunt. I barely joined some of my friends' festivities when hundreds of barges in, claiming she's twice as strong as I am, and challenging me to an arm wrestling match to prove it. We're not brawny. She's not burly either. I ain't burly. Actually, I am. You're on. I accept her challenge. It started so nice, sat on front of the other, preparing ourselves for the game. We put our arms on the table while the third fighter holds our fist still. The crowd around us chants a disjointed countdown as we start pushing against each other. With a loud thud, I slam her fist against the table, earning a shower of cheers from the other warriors gathered around us. My opponent glares at me and mumbles something about accepting defeat as she rubs her hands. What sort of weakling are you? Tonight, as I was just about to leave the main hall, I was approached by Jildensi, one of my fellow warriors. After chatting for a while, she reveals to me that she's been watching me for a while and finds me to be a very strong and attractive fighter. Well, I'm, you know, that's my half-sister and concubine too. Do I even want to think about that? Do I really want to think about that? I mean, she's lustful, and she isn't all that bright. She's my sister. Why the hell not? And I think I happen to think the same about you. Yes, somewhat. Policy of the migrants again, as a reminder. Integration. Sure, it causes more problems, but you need to do so. Ah, yes, the wolf boy. I like how you call him Wolf Boy. Because, you know, refer to him of that wolf child thing. As if he's got that kind of heritage. This is a coastal trade post, so they do have some of that. Let's make it a Silk Road trade post. So let's use all that free money that we got to. So that way we get another source of income, which I'll be happy to provide. A learned Jewish man has appeared in the court. Comes highly recommended in the arts of bookkeeping and administration. He's always suggested several ways of improving bureaucratic efficiency in Rome. He could potentially make a fine steward. Indeed. Let me have a look at him. But keep in mind, the court is getting roomier and roomier, and you bought another person in the court. Is he better than my current one? Yes. Most definitely. Now help me settle this tribe over in the Volga. To make it look like it's our own land. Again, for now, this order will be stationed here. Wish I had a little higher stewardship, but can't really afford that right now. Oh dear. My wife just asked me if I'm having an affair with my sister. Her Stony Express does not reveal if she knows or is only guessing. I'm not exactly a deceitful man, but I'm terrible at it. If I were to do that to her, I might potentially lose an honest trait. Listen, you old bat. Alright, anybody else that got a problem with me? You then. Yeah, we may not see each other eye to eye. You want to be in the council, but the council is full. Please wait your turn, unless you want to be the advisor. Which you're not a powerful vassal anymore, so I could fire your... Plus, you're not going to do much harm to me. So I'll put you on the council as an advisor. Be happy. And one more thing. My suspicious wife did not believe my denials and hired spies to uncover my love affair. And she denounced us both publicly. Oh, how embarrassing. That means incestuous adulterer. That's worse than regular adultery. Oh, just when it gets any worse. Late I failed you. One of your artifacts gone missing. Chief Tamir of Sarizu. Has made one artifacts. You what? Oh, you bastard! That means a lot to me. That is from my father. That's from my family. And you know, I am the heir to this whole area. Okay, that's it. I'm going to do something that I might regret. But please, let me think first, alright? Let's be rational here. Well, it's your business. Mm-hmm. Just let me think about... You know, we're rivals now. Just for stealing? Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I don't know about dueling him because he's a skilled fighter. He's way out of my league. And if I die, it's gonna go to my half-brother, which by all rights he should be the Khan, but... But if I want to be as good as a fighter as he is, you've got to think of... Whatever. Is he a member of the Eagle Warriors? Yes. What rank is he? warrior, so he's lower ranked than me. Yeah, just an idea. Okay. Duel may not be a good idea. And he's got a pretty strong host with all the numbers that he'll be bringing. As he's distinguished commander, marauder, adventurer. Plus, that puts him at the border of Sogdia. You know, the land that we wish to go after. God, how dare you steal that from me? Okay. This is gonna be stupid of me, but let's try to steal it back. I have a real bad feeling about this. Who should be my accomplice? My Oran Spabot? Or my spy master? I think you should come with me. If this fails, I'm gonna have to duel him. Or even potentially assassinate him. Make him look like a bad guy. What do you mean? You can't make him look like a bad guy. Or take the coward's way out and just put a bounty on his head. Even though he's definitely got the fighting skill. So, first things first. We're gonna have to steal from him. You know what? Take your usual positions. Yeah. Volga Khan goes here. I go on this flank. And my half-brother here. We're gonna raid his place. We're gonna go to raid should something fail. Lack of bravery. I've seen Etiba Yavante, the Eastern Wind as they calls him, during a couple of gatherings of the Eagle Warriors, but I cannot help but notice how the young man appears needlessly jumpy, flinching at jokes, turning down sparring matches. He needs guidance, I find myself wondering. As a warrior, he needs me. That homo sapling means a lot to me. He refused my offer, muttering something about not being a charity project. If accuracy is enough for the man, who am I to intervene? Oh, I'll just leave him alone. Yes, a duel for honor. I have that free time. Hopefully I don't get my tail kicked. So I arrived at his capital. As expected, it's heavily guarded. There are groups at the main door, servants entrance at the back, and a window near the stables. We'll have to force our way inside. Depends on the combined physical strength, because I brought my marshal along. The fight's gone on what feels like hours. The initial confidence I felt has begun to wane. My movements are getting sloppy, then just about my knees to give way under me. I swing my dull spear in a perfect half circle, causing him to fall backwards, surprised tough. Gotcha. Let me see the other heroes that I might potentially face. I managed to evade most patrols until I come up outside Treasury. Two board guards stands between me and my prize. Gotta rush them before they raise the alarm. You know what, I'll do it. Our table is already full, veteran. Are you saying you want to fight me for the spot? Kagan Arslan rise from his seat, idly cracking his knuckles and taking a step towards me. A duel? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Come on, old man. He's got pneumonia, he's got a severe illness. He's not even to last a week. The sun is beginning to set when I met with Kagan Arslan. Masterful shorts already. He clumsily dodges one attack. My next one lands perfectly. Frantically, the man attempts to cover his injured face, but I've rarely seen so much blood. There's no reason to be merciless here. I mean, look at him. He's disfigured, severely injured, and he's got pneumonia, and he's gonna die. Just be polite and just walk away victorious. You've proven yourself worthy of the Eagle Wars. I admit defeat and hereby step back on the title you might not acquire. Use it well. Thank you very much. You get to have these great abilities. If you get up to 150, you gotta be a duelist. Alright, the heist continues. Now that I dealt with the guards, you're free to search the treasure for your target. Time is short and the treasury is filled with documents, jewels, and many miscellaneous items. Oh gosh. I don't like those chances, but search frantically, making a lot of noise. So here's a good chance of failure. After the duel, Kagan asks me for advice on fighting. A little taken aback, I happily offer to train with him. On occasion, he thanks me for being a good teacher and friend, he adds, ducking me on the back before Cox heads in direction of spawning grounds. Again? Why not, brother? Speaking of brother, after making my escape, I finally feel relieved. I managed to steal one fine artifact for the collection, and my foe has no idea. Haha! So long, suckers! All he got now is that exquisite ancient pottery. And again, that man must be rid of. We're gonna go raid his place. Even though he's already got too many, but if it gets ugly, pull back. Because you got plenty of manpower reserve there during your retreat. Should things not go well. And do not forget that I'm also an incestuous adulterer, which does not bode well for our Archegos here. Dragon, my favorite warhorse, takes his last scalp across the steppe and begin the eternal sleep. It is time to take my farewell of the old friend that served me well. Goodbye, old friend. Oh, the religious debate. Well, we're both not good at it. But knowing myself, I rather debate it aggressively. Because I am brave. It might end in a draw. In fact, it could be anybody's game. It is a draw. So you lose a small amount of prestige due to the fact of your station being above your counselor. In the end, you look slightly bad. Halt! Look over there. Looketh here. You might take a river crossing penalty as soon as you come into contact. I mean, think about how these Turks were defeated. Are you sure you want to do this? Because I know I can't duel you right now because I had one just recently. Twice for that matter. Again, what do you want? Again, I was all for Timur to... It's like, alright, you can go conquer Cumania. And then he stole something that is very, very dear to us Manicheans, and then... It's on. Now it's gotten personal. Oh my gosh. He's worse than I thought. These are all children and young people. This is all last year. That man is evil. That man must be stopped. And he's got a mighty army at his disposal. So we'll give it an attempt ready to go. Of course they would become a tributary. I'm gonna regret this. I've learned many lessons from this battle. Aside from the application of theoretical tactics my mentors taught me as a boy, I've learned to definitely isolate opponent in the thick of the front, bringing all my focus and concentration to bear upon them, and then with a few rounds of melee, swiftly execute them, proud of my clear progression to a great warrior. Still have more lessons to learn, and I regret my decision. We're outnumbered. No good, no good. Pull back. Get out of here. You know, come on in with us. The Protector General of the illustrious Emperor to the Radiant Khan of the Khanate of Pechenegs, having expressed upon me, it's come to attention that the Heavenly Emperor of the Tang Empire, that merchants from your lands have been acting with deceit and dishonesty and conducting trade with our merchants. We're certain you'll make use of this, make sure this behavior will cease immediately. We don't have any cities, so I'll have CK2 deal with the worst troublemakers. We got some, but we took a little worse to that, but keep in mind, these are advanced spawn troops. When you kill them off, they're not going to come back. My body may be sapless and infirm, but my mind is healthy as ever. Who are you? Oh, of course. Oh, crud, I'm infirm. You can't use the war focus when you're infirm. In fact, none of the martial related things. You did say you want to go to theology focus. So just to try to keep yourself a little healthy. Okay, that's it. I want that man dead before I pass away. I can't duel him now. But someone's got to take him. And if I get impatient, I'm going to commit murder. And I don't care if I lose honesty and all that karma. I stopped giving a damn. Plus, that land will go to us. Another Jewish exile? Been getting a lot of those lately. This one you might make a very good chancellor. No, excuse me. Hang on. God dog it. Yeah. He'll have to do. Keep it up. Oh, twins. Yeah, good for you, but... there'll be no discrediting here. Hey, cats. Plus, I shouldn't be leading this anymore. You take over. I'd be a burden if I were to continue leading my horde. Just don't let them get the silk. It's not like they're here for it personally. I am entertaining some important members of a nearby city today. Well, that would be over here in the Volga, obviously. They include high-ranking officials, merchants, scholars, and more. I noticed him as a young man, handsome and good of heart, yet clearly forlorn and disturbed. Let him be, one of his companions whispered. He is melancholy because of a woman. Well, as a man who is having an incestuous relationship, I would just say, what foolishness. I'll set the lad's head straight. Perhaps I can help him with sorrows. As I chat with the young man, he tries to play coy, but can't deny that his heart is broken. I cannot determine whether because the girl rejected him is with another man, died, or that some calamity happened, but it is definite he will never be with her. He's clearly lovesick, and the girl certainly seems like an impressive woman, worthy of love. What should I tell him? Well, despite the incestuous relationships, and I'm chaste, so I'm already chaste. I'll just say it like this. Let your love inspire you to do great things, like I have. Even though my body is breaking down a little, did what you could. who would want to kill my son? I hope someone will take his damn life. He's got good omens, he says. But remember, when he dies, all that land goes to me. And I've been gained the nickname the Strong. Since when? Oh, wait a minute. I think I got that nickname when I won the arm wrestling contest with my half-sister. Please die. But you know your intrigue isn't good enough to do that. So, commit murder as possible. Just be patient. And let half-brother handle the things. And see too if you could take care of Tima here. My son Tima. What's your prestige? Oh, good enough. Good, because that would definitely break this up. Well, knowing I'm going to possibly be gone anytime soon, so up the rank contest a bit. I heard that. Where is Ledger? I believe it was one of these wonders that reached up to... Oh, well, that's what it means. All that. So let's see. Was it the House of Wisdom that just got finished building all the way? No, not it. Was it the Lighthouse of Alexandria? No. Okay. Mausoleum of Halicarnassus. Well, where is it that said it finished up to stage 4? Complete stage 4. So I guess that means it was the Theodosian Walls. Yes, it was this one. Stage 4. Construction complete. Oh yeah, do not forget that there's a medium migration down there. All that money. My courtiers so offered to travel to the Tang Empire to bring mission to glory to Khanate and the Pechenegs. Please, my lord, says, let a humble servant distribute your relations with the Emperor of the Tang Empire. Well, I don't know, because the Emperor doesn't like your kind. Oh, I know. I'm gonna send her out of there. I mean, she's not a Manichean. So I think the cartoon is better suited for the journey. Get her out of here. That's one way to possibly attempt to get rid of her. Probably not, but hey, it's a try. Guess I'm still infirm. This is not one of the good episodes, but it's slightly entertaining nonetheless. And I hope I'll outlive that half-brother of mine. I got our ancient statue. Whose was it? He drank himself to death. So I just got this ancient statue, which was found in the desert. Who made it and for what purpose did it serve? That's a second clutter artifact I now have. Increases a little bit of learning. All those troublemakers from morale. Stop them. Oh, I don't know about that, because we're gonna need some help. They'll take a river crossing penalty. We'll beat them to it. I might possibly, So we'll be there on the 23rd of October. They'll be there on the 20th. Son of a beeswax. Do we have an organizer of any kind? No, sir. I cannot forbid myself, but if I need to improve the performance of the cavalry, I think I have to be there. I am going to get killed for this. I just know it. I want to delve deeper into strategic thinking. You should be thinking of that instead. I'm gonna die. They took their across penalty. He doesn't have any other commanders except Keegan. And he is an ass kicker himself. He's definitely going to break my center unless we put more pressure on the flanks. The stack of books in front of me is intimidating. My scholars tells me these are classics. For anyone interested in introduction to strategic warfare, but I am Con Cornell. Sure, I do not need the basics. I should not be on the field surveying troops firsthand. There is value in the historical records. You gotta be patient. It adds a bit of defense. So we hit in the books. Adds a little up to the defense. It might be the turning the tide of the victory here. More veterans. Everybody wants to settle down. God dang. Despite the fact that we're against Manicheans, after the battle is over, the soldiers hail the victory as a great triumph of the army light over my foes in service in great darkness. Yes, because this is a rebellion against an established order. The prophet Noah watches over us. I will remember this battle in its finest detail to the end of my days. The prophet Noah guided my sword into the hearts of countless number of my foes, raising cheers and battle cries from my surrounding men as I cut a path through the enemy. My mastery of personal cows come a long way, but apparently not the only one to think so. And I am now recognized as a trained fighter. Yes, sir, I'm a trained fighter now. You lose all that good money, and you are going to prison. Let us hope it'll never happen again. Did I get him? He died of poor health. Alright. Haha. I outlived him. The land is mine. Well, not quite as I imagined because of nomadic agitation, so some of that is returned to the previous owners. Not quite what I anticipated, but you know what? Split that clan. Put them over there. You're on your own. Do something about it yourself. Want to win a war? You cannot because... Not the prestige, population. Population. It's not as good as it used to be. But since we gave that land away, okay, try it again. No, sir. Hey, I'm not going to be around for long. You could do a subjugation war, but you need this amount of prestige. You still have money. Bema Feast, Noros. But it both happened in April, you know. Okay, have your position back. We gotta get Tobo before anyone else gets it. My commanders have come to request my advice on some exercise to perform outside the palace walls. We could really use that strategic mind of yours, Master, they said, startled. I realize that my studies paid off and that my chest swells with pride, and I collect myself nodding. Of course, I'd be happy to help. Typically, what you want to consider in a setup like this. Still, I'm talking justly excited, receiving oohs and ahs and even distribution. A strategist now. Don't name him after the enemy that rebelled against us just recently. It's bad luck to me. For a long while now, I've not felt the presence of the Prophet Shem in my thoughts. I'm starting to wonder if there's really any truth to the Evangelion, or it's perhaps just an old book written by clever liars. These blasphemous feelings will soon pass. It's not April yet. Please be patient. I don't want to be patient! I'll offer to buy a new one. Hey! No rules time. just need prestige. Because you're having negative prestige right now. Because of the lack of manpower. Raid Rizan, I know that area. That's way over there. Not now. The Tang Empire is a fascinating place, my lord. Since I turned the foreign corners of my hand. She arrived this morning with all these souvenirs. She comes carrying many Itil River trials. Everyone in the palace wants to know everything. Bear with us, okay? So my scribes like to collect all your stories. Quick, request a peace deal so nobody can declare war against us if they tell us to pay tribute to them or not. So, therefore, it has decided there shall be no war and strife between two nations. Infinite mercy and wisdom is inspiration to us all. Thank you very much. Remember, you have to subjugate. Well, actually, we cannot, because one of these must be true. Just tribal. Can't afford prestige. Oh, you just need a prestige. Okay. Till after Noroz. Play the majestic Noroz Bozorg. Mary Norozi. Haha! Tiber has been crowned the Mary Norozi, or the Noruzian ruler. As a fake king, he has been given the entire fake throne, officials, and soldiers. Unfortunately, he can do now as he wishes, being a Mary Norozi. Thinks his reigns will only last a few days. Hopefully, I won't be forced to do anything stupid. His reign is coming to an end. Now, everyone's rid of the throne, beat him, and force him to flee the building. Wouldn't this be fun? Well, I feel sorry for the poor fellow. Hey! Raiders. Just noticed that just now. He's got the prestige. Beat him up. Coughing in my presence? Best teacher is there. Zebulon's the man for the job. Give a care. This is your only opportunity. Let's go for it. You know, one of the... Hey, wait a minute. You used to be a concubine. Oh. Hey, you want to come back home? I know I don't have much, but I would offer you some estates. Oh, you idiots. You're raiding them. Well, actually, raid, then conquer. That's fine. Okay, then. You will regret this, but... I did what I could in this. Oh, now I got a negative prestige. There we go. Got the money. Now, you gotta occupy it for real. Upon the conclusion of a long council meeting, we've decided to make a toast. Of course, one toast eventually becomes many. Time seems to slip away. Later, as I leave the council chamber, I stumbled and fall on my face. I could feel the taste of blood in my mouth and dizziness setting in. Oh, I can't afford that. Help! I hear the voice of it, but there's a gulp just before I pass out. As I wake up the next morning, I feel as if my head's about to explode. At least I am safe. I'm in debt to him. And you know what I want for that favor? If I can repay it? Or do I... Here. So, my chamberlain has been stabbed and wounded by locals of Volga who are furiously resisting our settlers. Just as that to be expected. Gotcha. We're gonna get this done. All the way from Skopje. So, we'll be dealing with that right now. We got a long trail ahead. Show me the gold. Present to him. Really? So I received a most intriguing proposal from him. The state's willing to lend me a significant amount of gold for me to use as I see fit. I'll be bound to pay him 5 years' time of interest out of the value. Yeah, sure. We do get money, but by other means. So now we have that piece of land subjugated, and he serves under us whether he likes it or not. But I have a bad feeling that once this whole thing is over, then that. I simply cannot bear the sight of my half-brother also, what was perfect body and happy life. After seeing how she cares about keeping a balanced diet and a healthy body, I'm starting to wonder if I couldn't ruin it with a few well-placed words. Are you sick also? You look bloated today. We'll end this episode very soon. I can scarcely believe it. The fool's fallen my little lie. Sure enough, as soon as he started himself panicking about his excess weight, I'm looking forward to see the results of my little tricks. What a lovely sight. They occupied it, but we're gonna go beat up these peasants there, and then that'll be it. We're gonna have to close that episode here. Because I don't want to go too long today, because this is just dandy. My dedication to religious pursuits has been noticed around the realm. Among others, quite a press list, so I maintain correspondence on various religious and philosophical matters some time, and I find that you're rapidly becoming good friends. Our common interest binds us together. Oh gosh, the wolf child. Timmer's been lost in the wilds all day. He disappeared this morning and hasn't been seen since. I sent people out looking, but it's nowhere to be found. Just I'm getting more and more worried. A happy cry is heard from the outside. I look out to see Timber skip it towards me with an almost euphoric smile as he shouts, "Father!" I ran so far away, and then I met a nice wolf, and she was very friendly, and then she helped me get me home. It was wonderful. What a strange tale. Yes, god dang it. There. So we'll be returning to the post here. So we dealt with the man who stole the homeless sapling, which means a lot to us Mazdans, including Manicheans. One thing's for certain in the next episode, despite the fact that I'm infirm, I will live the rest of my life in the theology focus. I thought it was supposed to make it healthier. It doesn't. You're supposed to go for family. That's the healthier lifestyle. But fortunately, we'll change that in the next episode. So I'll try to be more of a family man in the next episode till then. It's just like on a little religious pursuits and all that. But I hope I will live long enough to see him grow up and all that and more in the next episode. But until then, so long for now.